So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Kapha Dosa class. Today, we're going to be working a little bit more with the hips in terms of flexibility and strength, which is a big part of the sun salutations. And make sure if you want to have a chair or a bench at the wall, you can do everything I do with the floor, so you don't need to have a chair. But if it's difficult for you to do lunges, you might want to have a chair or a bench. So let's get started. It's a bit chilly here today in Garden Bay, so I've got my heater on. Bending the knees, feeling the feet. Inhale, bringing the arms up to where you can. Exhale, haw through the center. Bending the knees, looking up the feet. Inhale, feel like your arms are moving through that radiance of the sun all around you, radiating out of the heart. And exhale, if you like, you can imagine a waterfall flowing down from above you all the way down to your feet. Visualize some rocks down there, some water, some nice grass of the spring. Inhale through the radiance. And exhale, feeling that water flowing down your whole body, front, sides, back, all the way to your feet, letting go of tension, stress. Inhale, filling up with new energy of the day, energizing. And exhale, letting go of anything. So sometimes we wake up and we feel a little bit grumpy. Something is disturbing us. So if that ever happens to you in the morning, you can focus more on the exhale and do that ha. Sometimes we feel a bit tired in the morning, so you can focus more on the sun energy, bringing in new energy. And just finishing up. And bringing your feet together. And inhale, coming up on your toes. And exhale through the center. Now you can start to do that exhale through the nose if you like. I'm just going to make sure we're all muted. Just keep that going. Okay, we're all muted now. Good. And again, you can keep with that bhavana, that visualization of the radiance of the sun. And exhale, the flowing of the water down the body to the feet. If you're ready, you can stay in the pose. This is called Tadasana. South India, it's translated as palm tree. In the north, it's translated as mountain. This variation is usually called palm tree. And this is for concentration. Balance. Focus more on your exhale than your inhale. When you're ready, release through the heart. Hands to the heart. Inhale, arms to the side. Visualize that radiance all around you. Sun. Exhale, gather up that light back to its source at the heart. So this being the center of you. Inhale, opening up to that radiance. And exhale, you can add Om or just exhale. Om. And perhaps make an intention for your day. Something that might be filled with joy, with radiance, with light. Maybe something more specific. May I let go if something's bothering you or troubling you. Your mind is throwing you some discomfort. You ask your mind to let go of that. May I let go of stress, tension, negative thoughts. May I replace them with the opposite. What's the antidote to your suffering right now? What's bothering you? What's the opposite to bring in balance? When you're ready, release that. We're going to move into warrior. I'm going to show this using the chair. You can have no chair. Bring 1 foot forward. Start with your easy side. Your feet are about 1 leg width apart. And inhale, you're going to bring your arms to the side, working with neck and shoulders. And exhale, we're going to come forward. I'm placing my hands on the chair. You can place your hands also on the ground. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward bend. Also have your hands on blocks. So inhale, visualize that radiant sun. And as you exhale again, visualize the water flowing down. Do this in your own timing with your breath, pausing between inhale and exhale. Doing Ujjayi pranayama, constricting the throat. This creates a valve that slows the breath down and makes it smoother and longer. Dirgha sukshma, long and smooth breath. Inhale, radiance. Exhale, peace. Surrender, letting go. And when you come to your last one, just stay there a few breaths. As you exhale, drop the shoulder blades, maybe widen your stride now. Inhale, bring the arms up to full warrior. Exhale, bend the elbows, drop the shoulders, draw the ribs in. Inhale, full warrior. Feel that stretch in the back hip as you do this. Exhale, dropping the shoulder blades, draw the belly in, chest in, ribs in. Inhale, expand. You can, breathing from the chest to the belly. And getting into those shoulders, dropping the shoulders down. Up. Look forward or up, your choice. Exhale, forward bend. Now you're going to stay here. So hands at the bench, or you can go to the floor. And the back foot can be turned out, or you can try making it parallel to the front. So you stretch the calf a bit more. You can add movement here if you prefer. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Try to get the ribs forward. Exhale, forward bend. Or just stay. Parsva-Uttanasana. One-sided forward bend. You're staying, moving into meditation. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Sanskrit, inhale, Om, exhale, Namo. I let go, I surrender. And the deeper meaning of this is not me. Not me. Meaning the little me, the ego. Who is the you when the me disappears? You say to yourself, inhale not, exhale me. And ready, stepping forward, the essence of virtue is often acting for a purpose greater than yourself. So that's the beginning of working with the not me. It's my greater purpose in society, community, my family, my workplace. When you're ready, moving to the other side. So you can step back or bring the other foot forward. So Krishnacharya said in warrior step forward, because classically it's a martial arts pose of fencing. And so you step forward. So, and the length that you take is whatever you can do in one step. So you can practice that as kind of fun. Imagine you have that sword. And that sword represents discernment, cutting through the crap, cutting through illusion, cutting through the mind's craziness. The mind tells you all sorts of things that are not true. You have to cut through and say, no, I'm going to be something greater than my thoughts. What is that? So that's the strength that we develop through these practices of the martial arts, including yoga. When you're ready, setting up your warrior pose. Inhale, arms at the side. And exhale, going into your forward bend, using the chair or the floor, your choice. Maybe feeling a big stretch in that front leg. And if this is your harder side, just notice you might need to work a little harder with your balance. You can always widen your feet. Inhale that radiance. And exhale that letting go, that surrender. Doing that 4 to 8 times. And staying in your forward bend. Or actually, before we stay in the forward bend, let's do that dynamic stay. We'll do that first. Inhale, opening. Exhale, dropping the shoulder blades. Inhale, lifting. It's the full Virabhadrasana. And exhale, bending. Dropping those shoulders, draw the ribs in, front ribs in. Inhale, expand. Now you can look straight forward. So classically it is straight forward because warriors need to look forward for their work. For modification to open the neck and shoulders, you can try looking up. That feels good in your body, giving more stretch. As you exhale, draw the belly in as much as you can from the pelvic floor up. And inhale, expand through the chest and the belly. Doing this around 6 times. Your own timing. Feeling the stretch in that back hip. Maybe staying in the full pose for a few breaths. When you're ready, coming forward bend, hands at the chair or on blocks or on the ground. You can inhale, arch up. And here you're lengthening the lower back by stretching forward on the thigh. You can actually bring your ribs and draw them forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lengthen the spine. It's called sthiti. Need stability. Exhale, Parshva Uttanasana. If you're ready, just stay in the pose. Maybe make that back foot parallel to the front. Where are you feeling this in your body? And moving into meditation, inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, Om. Exhale, Namo, which means I surrender, or not me. Inhale, not. Exhale, me. Or in a positive way, inhale, I. Exhale, am. So pick your mantra. Mantra means mind tool. It's a tool to hold on to train the mind, to be in service of the soul. When you're ready, starting to come up very slowly and step forward. I'm going to come out of that slowly. It's quite a change in blood pressure as you come from head below the heart to back to standing. Notice the relaxation response that is followed. Change of blood flow. Maybe you're feeling your feet a bit more. Can't say enough about forward bends on days you're feeling ungrounded, overwhelmed, anxious, or if you're a person who has insomnia, trouble sleeping at night, do a bunch of forward bends and then try to go to bed. All right, now that we're nice and grounded, we're going to get more into those hips again. So I'm going to turn my heater off because it is getting warm. I'm going to take my sweater off. You might want to do the same if you've got some layers on because you're going to get warm now. That was your warm up. Okay, so we're going to do some lunges back and forth. So I'm going to start easy and then I'm going to move to the next level. So inhale, arms coming up. Now it's easier actually to lunge back, so we'll start with those. Exhale, we're going to bring the right foot back. And if you can, bring the knee down. Now I'm holding the bench to make it easier. You can do this with the hands on the floor. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward. You can also do this with hands on a table, countertop. Definitely easier the higher the prop. In your own timing. Now, you can also just bring your knee down a little bit rather than all the way. That seems easy. Try it without the bench. Hopefully you can still see me, stepping quite forward. That is a lot harder. Now I started stepping forward, but you can still be stepping back. So I'll show you how it looks stepping back. Much easier. If you're ready to start stepping forward, try stepping forward. The stepping back is much easier, so you can do that alternatively. I only figured this out last week. The stepping back is much easier. And nice and slowly if you can, so that you're working mindfully. This one's a little bit hard to do slow. And I'm going to show some forward. It's particularly challenging when you do that step back. This one is great for the hips, the lower back, for hip stability, for fall resistance. So I'm doing some research now with a colleague at the university. We're hoping to publish on fall resistance, a protocol from physiotherapy and yoga therapy. And this is definitely one of the exercises. When you're ready, take a break. You'll probably have your heart rate elevated. Whew. All right, now we're going to step forward and back. I told you I was going to work you hard today, didn't I? All right, so inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, step forward. You can do this with the chair. Inhale, center. Exhale, step back. Inhale, forward. Now go to the other side. You can do one side. Often in fitness, they'll do one side for a period of time before they do the other. Yoga, we tend to go back and forth, but not always. So pick your medicine. And you go slowly as you like. Exhale down, inhale up. Inhale full Tadasana. And then the exhale is a Ekapada Rajagopatasana, a version of pigeon, king pigeon pose. And just finishing up. Sun salutations will be a cinch after doing this. And take that one home with you. And just take a moment to reset. Let the heart rate come down. So if you were to monitor your heart rate right now, it would probably be over 100 beats per minute. So want the heart rate to slow down, moving more towards your natural resting rate. Feel your feet, feel your hips. Bend your knees if you like to ground a bit more. Feeling that downward flow of energy upon a vayu. Okay, moving into our sun salutations. Right on time. All right, so I'm using the chair as a prop. You can use the floor, you can use blocks. This just helps with stability. Hands at the heart, Sūryaya Namaskaram. This means I bow to the sun, Surya. Like all the Aboriginal religions, spiritual beliefs, they connected to nature. So the early Vedic gods were all planets and elements like fire. Fire was a very early one. So it's quite an ancient practice, we believe, over 4,000 years old. Connecting with the soul radiating, as if this light is the true you that is changeless, formless, ever present, always watching. Like a parent observes their children, doesn't interfere unless called upon. Soul acts like that with the mind, the child. Inhale, bringing the arms through that radiance all around you. Exhale through Anjali Mudra to your forward bend. It can be your hands to your feet or hands to the chair. Head can go to the chair if you like, or to your legs. Inhale, bringing the left foot back. You might need to adjust that front foot a bit. Find your lunge. Exhale, we're just going to bend that back knee as a beginning stage of this to stretch a bit more. Inhale, arms coming up. You could have a block underneath that back knee. Exhale, hands on the chair or floor. Straighten that back leg and step back into your downward facing dog. Hands on the floor or chair. Inhale, we're going to bring that left foot forward. Step the back foot back a bit more. Exhale, bend that back knee. Front knee can come forward towards the toes. Inhale, arms coming up. You can release those toes or keep them tucked under those back toes. And then stretch in the psoas, back leg. Hip flexors, exhale. Tucking the toes under, stepping forward, forward bend. Draw the belly in. Inhale, coming up through that radiance. Exhale, hands to the heart. And again, inhale through the radiance. Exhale, bow the head to the heart, to the earth. Inhale, right leg back, so the opposite leg, your lunge. Exhale, release the back knee. This is an add-on for warming up, just these first 2 rounds. Inhale. So you should be nice and warm. Maybe get a bit of a deeper stretch here. Exhale. Hands on the chair, stepping back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And this time, I'm just going to add a stay here. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bend the knees, look back. This is a preparation for upward facing dog. We'll do the next round. Inhale, looking up. So if you can't do the upward facing dog because of wrist issues, for example, you can do this alternatively. For the neck and shoulders, when you're ready, right foot forward. So left knee down. Inhale. Coming into that back hip. Exhale. Stepping forward to your forward bend. Drawing the belly in. Inhale, coming up through that radiance. Exhale, connecting to the source of your inner light, deep in the heart. All right, the next round, we're going to add another kind of hip opener, a new one. Inhale through the radiance. Exhale, bow the head to the heart, to the earth. Inhale, left foot back. Now we're going to stay here, and you can bring your back knee down, which I recommend. And if you like, try to open up that right knee to the side a little bit or a lot. Okay, so you can be doing this with your hands on the floor. It is hard, but you can. I can show that in a minute if you like. And then see if you can bring your hands to that chair or to the floor and open that hip a little bit more. You might want something under your back knee. You can also keep up on the back leg. Some people like to do it this way, so you're stretching that back hip as well. So this is a variation on pigeon pose. It can be very helpful and hopefully doesn't get into the knee. Any discomfort in the knee, please adjust the foot, come back to the center. Any of the poses that don't work for you, do what we did earlier. Tuck the back toes under, step back, downward facing dog. We're going to add an upward facing dog through plank. Inhale through plank pose. Exhale, stay here for a moment. So that could be as far as you go. Or if you can, inhale, lift away and bring the chest through. And bring the hips through. Exhale, come back. So we're going to go back and forth between up dog and down dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So these are the Sanskrit names, just to link us to the tradition. And this is a wonderful way to open the whole back and the hips. You do the down dog, it stretches the back body. So you inhale, you get into the front body. So in Sanskrit, we call these inhale movements, we call them stretching. We're stretching the east as we inhale, and as we exhale, we stretch the west. Because traditionally I'm facing east as I do this, which I actually am. So as you inhale, you stretch the front body, the east of the body, and as you exhale, you stretch the west. When you're ready, bringing that left foot forward, right foot back, and again, opening the hip. You can just stay here if you want. Or you can bring that back knee down. You might want to put it on something, pillow, block. I like to release my back toes. Some people don't like that. And hands anywhere that feels comfortable for you. And just see if you can open that hip a little bit without getting into the knee. You don't want any pain in the knee. So just be careful of that. And you can do this with your hands, arms on the floor. It's much harder. Now, if you've got one hip different than the other, just notice that. Be gentle with yourself. Don't force. You might want to move it around a little bit. If it's a little cranky, you can also bring it more towards the center to get deeper into it. All right, we're going to come out of this back into our lunge, tucking the toes under, stepping forward. That's an exhale. Inhale, coming up through the radiance. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, the next round, we're going to do the full salutation. It's got 6 breaths in and 6 breaths out. Just going to check our time. Good. Inhale through the radiance. Exhale, bowing head to heart to the earth. Inhale, left foot back, and you can leave your hands here or bring them up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So all the other things we did were just warm up for this. Inhale, upward facing dog, or what I like to do here is plank for this part, because from here, we're gonna, if we can, do a push down. Now, this is tough for you, which it is for me. You put your knees down, and you can do this. So I've been experimenting with this. It's actually much, much easier on my wrist. Inhale. You just go there, and exhale back. I'm gonna show that again. So harder version, for those of you who can do this on the floor. It's called chaturanga. Inhale, you can go to up dog or just go to plank as a variation. Exhale, chaturanga. So your elbows are parallel, they're not out. Inhale, upward facing dog. That's a little bit tough, so you can just go back to the plank. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, left foot forward, right foot back, and bring your arms up or leave the arms out. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands to the heart. This is how yogis do cardio. It's a little bit different than going for a run, but your heart rate is going through lots of variations as you do this, which is really good for the health of the heart and the nervous system. All that variation. On the right side, inhale through the radiance. Exhale, letting go of stress and tension, worries, letting go of the mind, letting it rest. Inhale, right foot back and arms up through that radiant sun of the soul. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog or plank. Exhale, chaturanga. The knees can be down on the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left back, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, stretching of the west, the back body. Inhale through the radiance. Exhale, hands to the heart. Samastiti, even standing pose. We're going to add some chants now. You can listen or join in. So every time I exhale, I'm going to chant Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. So Sūryaya is the name of the sun. Namaḥ is I salute, I surrender, I honor. It's that not me experience. This means I bow my head to my heart. I link to the radiance deep inside of me. It goes like this. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Do that ha, draw your belly in. Ha. Get rid of lots of toxins doing that. Ha. Om. Break. Sūryaya Namaḥ. You try to do that in one breath. And after the Om, there's that pause, which is called a krama or step, and it helps build your exhale. It really helps strengthen the diaphragm, actually. So you can try that every time you exhale, or just listen and do your exhale. Hands at the heart. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Release. Inhale through the radiance. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Left. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Inhale, dog or plank. Chaturanga. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Up dog. Bring the hips through and press away from the floor of the chair. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Left. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Inhale. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Take a break. So adding sound or mantra. Mantra means mind tool. Manas, mind, yantra, tool. It's a tool to steady the mind. And remind the mind that it is serving the soul. It is the servant, not the master. So mastering the mind is training it to bow to the heart and listen to the inner wisdom, the vivekam. I'm going to do the right side. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Release, inhale through the radiance of the heart. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Right. Inhale through that sunlight. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Inhale, plank or upward facing dog. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. For dog. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Right. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Notice how you feel. Sun salutations, they're traditionally done 12 times, so 6 rounds, left and right. One for each planet. From the Vedic view of the planets. And we're going to do another round. Inhale through the radiance. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Left. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Inhale. Plank or upward facing dog. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Left. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Feeling that radiant sun at the heart, the source of the light, where your hands are in Namaste or Anjali Mudra. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Release. Inhale through the radiance. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Right. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Plank. Upward facing dog. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Dog. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Right. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. Tadasana. Om Sūryaya Namaḥ. And just standing in your samasthiti, even standing pose. Or you can sit on the floor in any position. I'm just going to close with the bija mantra to the sun. These are 6 sounds. And next week we'll add them to our movement. And notice how you feel, probably a little more awake, more stretched out. So we're going to do call response to begin with. For some of you, this is new. And I will email you a handout about these, so you can learn more if you like. They're called bija mantra, or seed syllable mantras. These are from the Vedas, from the Taittiriya Upanishad, which is the latter part of the Ayurveda, where all the teachings of yoga come from. They're over 4,000 years old, from an oral tradition. Tapping into something very ancient. Every time you make a sound, you're going to draw your belly in. Om. Put the hands on the belly if you like. Hram. H-R-A-M. Hram. Hram. The next one. Om. Hrim. And I'll do it again. Hrim. Om. Hrum. Again. Hrum. So this one's H-R-U-N. Hrum. Next one. Hraim. H-R-A-I-M. It's a little harder. Om. Hraim. 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 Next one. Hraum. H-R-A-U-M. Om. Hraum. 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 Last one. Om. Hra. Ha. Hra. Ha. Om. Hra. Ha. So you get 2 Mahapranams, drawing the belly in. Om. Hra. Ha. Om. Hra. Ha. Hra. Ha. Hra. Ha. I'm going to do 3 at once. You can join if you like. I will repeat them. Om. Hram. Hrim. Hrum. Om. Hram. Hrim. Hrum. Om. Hraim. Hraum. Hra. Ha. Om. Hraim. Hraum. Hra. Ha. All 6 if you want to try. Om. Hram. Hrim. Hrum. Hraim. Hraum. Hra. Ha. Om. Hram. Hrim. Hrum. Hraim. Hraum. Hra. Ha. Om. Hram. Hrim. Hrum. Hraim. Hraum. Hra. Ha. Om. Sūryaya Namaḥ. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, Peace. Peace. Namaste, which means I honor that in you, which is the same as that in me, the same as that in all, some conscious link that pervades everything. Namaste. We say in Sanskrit, South India, namaskaram. Thank you very much.